Hello. Say what you say. How you been? How you been? Say what you're doing again, if you want to.
Sorry, I was chewing.
That's okay, Fred.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Had a busy week, interning, working at a few different locations, doing clowning and improv stuff.
That's cool as hell. I've been mostly trying to survive this weather. You're kind of brave to go out in this weather. It's been just going out to taking care of the chickens. You have to change the water every like 5 times a day, kind of. So it's just
man, I've had to wait. I've been waiting for public transit.
Oh my God, brother! I'm sorry, man.
I had a bad one yesterday. I was standing there waiting for the bus, and not only was I freezing cold, my toes and fingers were numb, but I had to pee real bad.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, brother. Wow.
Isn't being really cold and having to pee the worst?
That is the worst. That is the worst, actually. I despise it. Well, let's get into the game if you want to. First of all, I'd like to, if I'm going to do this, give me a second, and I'll put this like this. Hang on a minute, right there. What is, could you give me a recap of what you remember in the last couple of episodes? Or something to bring us up to date in your mind? And then I'll...
We were still at the hotel in the beginning, and we had a discussion with some of the characters, and we decided they would take me for a trip out to see the landfill, as they call it.
Right.
But when we got that was just no landfill. That was some next level sewer pit coating the world almost.
Yeah, it is in fact like symbolic and also real in a terrible way.
Well, we decided to explore and ended up finding a building. This building was kind of like some kind of warehouse, and we were able to sneak in and see that they were using this landfill muck to create something. I don't quite remember.
Do you remember the products that were involved? Or I remember we had a little trouble with, the devil of data messing with us. You had run out of data on your phone, and we had a moment where yeah.
I remember that it was some kind of edible muck.
Mm-hmm.
And they also made things out of it for people to buy.
Do you remember how there was beer also?
Right, and it disgusted one of the people with us because it was his favorite beer.
Right. That was it. So, yeah, well,
we made some mistakes we weren't very sneaky, and we got caught by a group of, I guess, employees.
Like security.
And which is kind of a scary thought since we had just seen someone practically executed before sneaking in.
That is a scary thought. And actually, that's where you'll end up being when I start it up. I've got some sound effects, but I got to look for them. So give me a moment. Hang on a minute, please. Got this. Okay. I'll start you out. I'll start you out where we left off. And I had this effect. Do you want to start out where you are? They're probably taking you out of here into a smaller place. But this is we'll just say they've taken you into a basement of the room, and they're looking. What do you do when you're there? You've been separated from the others. You're in a little room by yourself. Everyone else is in their own little room.
Like a jail room or a questioning room? Or
kind of a questioning room, yeah.
Is this expected here? Is it like a storage room? What is it?
Hard to know. It's just kind of a blank room, and it seems like there's lots of rooms like it. So it's probably originally storage, but there's nothing really in the room.
There's no one there?
Somebody, they start wheeling something in, and they shoot this at you.
Coming into the room?
Yeah, what do you do?
I say, hey, what are you doing? You can't keep me here. Attica.
You feel they're shooting like static. Like, if you ever seen the Tesla, not a modern Tesla, but the old-fashioned Tesla from 100 years ago, that kind of coil that would go up and sparks would fly off of it. That's what they're doing. They're shooting this at you.
Right, they came in the room and started shooting at me?
Yeah, they brought in this like wheeled thing. It's like a small thing on a gurney almost. Like, it's smaller than a gurney. A little lab table. And they're shooting this energy at you. It makes you feel very, very blank in your mind. We're going to use 12-sided dice. Do you need to, what do you want to do? And I'll roll for you if you need to do anything.
My tardigrades are good with energy stuff.
Yeah, what do you want to do with them? Oh, I was going to tell you, I'm so sorry. I should tell you where they were. The last time, one of them went where the beer was. One of them went where the tin meats were. One of them went elsewhere in the factory, and the other four have gone out of the factory into the four corners of the landfill, and they're gathering information. They can come back to you at will, but that's where they are right now, and they're like gathering information for you.
Right, I'd ask them to do that.
Right, you would ask them to kind of like, gather information in the land. So they're still not around, but you're being hit with this beam, this like staticky crap.
Whoever's in summon whoever's in the facility at least.
Yes, there's three of them still in the facility. One of them might
Are these beams avoidable?
Huh? What?
Are they avoidable?
The beams are just static. It's like it's an explosion of electricity on you, like a Tesla coil.
Oh, like a pulse.
More like a Tesla, like if you ever had like globes, Tesla globes, where you put your hand down and there's static everywhere, those lightning kind of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine a bunch of lightning is being shot at you from a couple of people holding this thing at you. Kind of like an old-fashioned projector or overhead projector.
Will I have enough time to write anything?
What would you write? Please talk to the phone. I can't hear you.
Maybe I would write to see if I could be as lucky as I was in the sphere and write a Tesla coil of my own to grab the beam.
Oh, you mean writing in that way? You mean like you're trying to like create reality?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting thing. So you have two things you can think about. You could try to get one of the tardigrades to come back to you, or you could try to do that. Which one would you rather do? Or would you rather roll both of them? Do you want to get the tardigrade back?
Far away.
Well, the closest tardigrade is only a few floors above you. It could come to you at right now. Or you could do that writing thing that you want to do and see if you can manipulate the world, if you want to do it that way.
I want to see if that still applies.
So you want to try that first. I'm going to roll the dice for you. Well, you got, let's see. You feel that as you start to hold the pen, you start to feel it holding you. And as you pull to try to do something, it feels like you're being pulled by something else. Like if you're scratching the pen, you know what I mean? What would you like to try to write? Let me know if you.
I try to write my. Sorry, I try to write in my little pad that. Well, hoping that it's right that it's like a Tesla coil to turn the pen into one that will absorb the energy and not me.
So you want to become a Tesla coil? No.
Would I want to do that?
I'm asking you if that's what you're saying.
I was hoping to make my pen I was holding one to.
Oh, the pen that you're holding would be a Tesla coil. So that actually doesn't require any weird writing. You could just like stick your pen out at them. Let's see. I will roll a 20-sided now. For the difficulty, they got a 3, and you got a 16. Actually, the static, the lightning hits on the pen, and we'll have to roll to see if anything shocks you. What kind of shoes are you wearing, Pen?
He wears boots, like he has strap-on boots.
Are they leather or are they rubber or what are they?
Yeah, they're leather and rubber soled.
Okay, well that's good. The rubber, you got 19. You got 19. You got 19. You rolled 19 for that. So that so this is what happens. What? I'll have to cut this part. Let me just see. You basically break their thing, and you hear like almost artillery sounds as they fall. They jump back, and they pull out little pistols. And one of them shoots at you and misses. So now it's your turn.
I say, "Come on, guy, you don't want to do this."
The other guy shoots at you.
You're making a big mistake. I'm 0.
As he shoots you, like he trips and he shoots himself, falls down on the ground. The door slides open. Not slides open, it like flies open.
Huh?
And you hear the factory.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to hear some of the sounds.
I'm sorry, let me turn this down. Okay. What do you do? What do you do, friend?
I'm not sure what happened.
Okay, so the guy who shot you, he like tripped as he shot you and shot his own head off. The other guy ran away.
Yeah.
The machine is still there. It's not being used for anything.
He out the door with me.
Say it again. You're going out the door?
Pushed the machine out the door with me.
Okay. As you go out
in the hallway.
You're out in the hallway, yes.
Anyone in the hall?
No, but there's a bunch of closed doors all down the way.
Closed doors?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run back to the room real quick. And I'm gonna search the body of the guard, see if I can't find keys.
You do find keys. You find a little carabiner full of keys.
grab them and run back.
Run back where, friend?
I start unlocking doors.
Okay, you see Tobit, and then you see Cassandra, and a bunch of other people. The other people don't seem to want.
I'm here to rescue you.
Most of them are staring at you like they don't know what's going on.
What's going on?
Cassandra said, they brought that machine. I can't really remember too much. Who am I? Do you remember who I am?
Oh no. I bring that machine back in.
Yeah.
Is it broken?
Yeah, you broke it.
Ugh. I say, well, listen up. I know who you are, I'm gonna let you know, but you gotta follow me.
Well, let's roll the dice to see how successful you are. You are, 1. The operative starts screaming, help us, help us. Someone's trying to take us away from our home here.
Oh no.
The alarm is going off. Oh, the tardigrades are around. You want them? They've all decided to come back to you. They're all with you now.
I tell them I need their help. I need them to enter these guys and make them come with me.
Let's see how they roll for that. They're able to get 6 of them to follow you. The rest are running away. They just run.
Nothing I could do about it, I guess. And do I have the people I know?
You have the 2 people you came with, and you have 6 other kind of zombie-like people, including Isabella. So Cassandra's talking to Isabella, but she doesn't seem to remember her. And Cassandra's very dazed, doesn't seem to remember herself.
Okay. Well, I pull out that thing a robot guy gave me and I press it.
Okay. You hear a little voice.
And then
No, go ahead. Yeah, what do you say? You go first.
And I press the button. I wasn't sure if it was a speaker or not, but I press the button and I say, hello, Mayday, Mayday.
I hear you, friend. I'll be right there. We've got a trace on the machine.
Bring all the robots.
Bring all the robots. Bring all the robots. Bring all the robots. Sorry. I just thought that was funny. Well, it's gonna take me a while to get there. Might take me a few hours. We'll be there. We'll be there soon.
Find our way out of here.
Okay, well, keep the machine close to you, and then we'll know where you are.
Alrighty. So as I take them out, as we're going, I figure back down the other side of the hallway. I want to see if take that weapon that the guy shot his face at with.
Yeah, you can do that. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna wield it.
Okay.
If I can. Is it like a gun? Would I be familiar with it?
It's like a very long pistol. It's like a pistol, like an old-fashioned pistol, except it's very modern at the same time, and it shoots like a machine gun. It's kind of an unlimited cartridge.
Hey, does it look like the safety's on or off? Or, obviously, it's not. The guy blew his head off. All right, is there a trigger?
You just shot it. You just shot it like this. So you shot it at the wall. What's that? You can't do the sound effect? You'll hear it when it's on the machine, when it's on the video.
Okay.
Okay, well, what do you do now? You've got your arms, and you've got about.
Bring them back the way they. I go back the way they took me and see if we can't get out through the way we came in through the storage big door.
Okay, you come out into the. Let's see. Difficulty of 5, and you rolled a 1. You other people started. There's a group of soldiers, or what was to say, like security people, come out at you, and they start shooting at you.
Is there any cover? Where are we?
You're in the main hangar before right in between the place where all the beer and the food tins are being poisoned with this machine, with this stuff, and then you're toward where the vats are, where that's where the hangar door out of into the landfill is.
Am I around any of the products?
Yeah. You're
Well,
around the beer.
I start throwing stuff and telling my tardigrades to make them throw stuff.
Throw what? Beer bottles and beer cans?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I'm going to shoot and throw beer cans and get the others to do it and hopefully come out of the shop.
That's great. That's great. They're shooting at you. You're shooting at them. Let's see how the let's see. Give me a second, Gail. I'm rolling. Three of the operatives you rescued have been shot. 3 others are successfully throwing cans at the people at the security. It's getting to be a big deal. They're closing. You've upset the assembly lines. More and more people are being called, but the security force is kind of thin, and you're taking out a lot of them. Tobit's doing well shooting back. He found a gun on the ground of one of the dead security guys. Cassandra's still talking to Isabella, and then there's 2 other people who are just throwing beer cans. So here it looks like this. Cassandra is holding Isabella, trying to talk to her. The other 2 people who didn't die are throwing cans with you and Tobit. And Tobit has a gun too. Are you just...
How many bad guys are there? How many assaulters are there?
Let's see. I'm going to roll for me. Well, not for me, for Tobit. I'm going to roll for you. Your gun, you've run out of bullets. You've run out of bullets. You just rolled a 2.
Oh.
You did, friend. You did.
Did I hit anybody?
You've taken out most of the security force. They're really freaking out because there's not a lot of security here. I guess it was kind of undermanned, or what do you want to say, underworked? What do you call that? Understaffed. And so now a lot of other people, they're gathering a lot of the operatives, the zombies, and they're putting them in the back of a dump truck, and they're driving away. They're trying to get them out of there. The machines are still...
I get everyone... I want to follow that truck outside.
Okay, how are you going to run? Are you going to get another truck, or are you going to run after them?
I just want to run after them as long as we're not in here and I can come along with us.
Okay, give me a second. You're outside.
How long do you think that endeavor took?
What happened? What did you
How long
say?
do you think that endeavor took?
Probably a good 15 minutes. It was fast. But,
We got time, so I want to go. I want to get us all to the place where we had been dropped off.
you want to find the motorcycle?
Yeah, and head back to where we gotten where the place we had gotten here from.
Tobit kind of remembers what's going on. So you're not going to follow the truck anymore.
Hell no.
Okay, they go off in another direction. You go find the motorcycle.
Yeah, because we got to get the robot guy.
Okay, let's see. He unchains the motorcycle, even though you don't need to. So here it is. You've got one is you, Tobit, Cassandra, Isabella, and did I say there were 3 others? There were a total of 6 others, including Isabella. 3 of them are dead. 2 of them and Isabella. And okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're all in the back of a very large motorcycle and you're flying away.
Can't go too far because I was hoping to make sure we get robot guy here. Is he coming?
You hear something on the it's sorry. You hear on the speaker of the machine, the thing that communicates with the robots and the people in the robots. Hey, you keep moving. Are you coming back?
Yeah, where are you at? We got a facility down here. It's real messed up, and I think we need to break it.
You wanna meet some other place, or you wanna come back up here yourself?
My hope was to get him and his robots down here to smash this facility.
We're trying as fast as we can, friend.
Well, maybe we'll have to do it at another time. I tell him we're heading back.
Okay. Well, I'll meet you on the way. Long story short, you go back into the city, the south side city limits. It's big open spaces and minimal factories, and then it starts becoming kind of ugly town, and then it becomes just regular city again. In the meantime, you see that there's about maybe, let's see how I'll roll. There's about, I want to say there's about I'm sorry, this is where I have to cut it again. There's 9 robots, and they're marching down the street, and there's people, all the, and you see them, and they kind of like stand there around you, and you stop the motorcycle, and there's a lot of, for some reason, no one seems to have followed them. Guy says, yeah, there were some helicopters after us, but they went away.
But they went away?
I think they're afraid of us. What should we do?
Robots have speakers?
What's that?
Does your robots have speakers?
Well, I have a loudspeaker, yeah.
So we found that they've been feeding us the landfill.
What's that?
They've been feeding us the landfill.
It's true, man, they have. It's unbelievable. And they've made all my friend Isabella here and all these other people into zombies. That goddamn cult, isn't it? I don't believe it. It is a cult. I think it's a cult. That's okay, babe. Don't worry about it. We'll get through this. Anyway, Penn, right? That's your name.
That's right.
My name's Guy. What do you think we should do about this? What should we do about what you're saying.
Let's have your robots tell everybody.
Tell
If
everybody.
they're not going to attack you.
We could. Would you like to come up in the cockpit with me and sit in the other chair? I always wanted someone to sit in the other chair. Tobit, you go in the other person's robot. You go into that lady who took your friend Melchizedek's crown. She's got a robot too. It's a very pretty robot. Thank you. Everybody gets into various robots. You now have 12 robots. Or what did we say there was? How many did we say? We said 9. There are 9 robots. Huh?
Oh, robot. It's robot.
The 9 robots are, they're standing in the middle of this area which doesn't have a lot of people around. It's like an industrial park. And you suggest that they go around the city just telling people about it? Gail?
They're feeding us the graffiti. They're feeding us the landfill.
So you just, I'll drive the robot. You have the microphone, friend. You tell them everything. So go ahead and tell them what you think they should know, Gail.
I tell everyone, if you've got a robot or you got legs, to start graffitiing. Everyone they're feeding us the landfill.
That's what various people start doing that. I think we should say something about the Operative Recovery Institute too. I'm not sure how they connect with it. They might just use the labor. I don't know if it's actually the institute that does the poisoning or not. She's talking to you on a little microphone that you have on your cockpit, like control console. As you have a microphone, you're giving this information. Guy is right next to you driving the machine, and then you are able to talk to everyone else in the robot, like armada of robots.
How far is the place that owns that warehouse?
Well, I'm afraid that it's actually my Uncle Stanko has controlling interest in that. Well, actually, what do you think, Tobit? Well, we might want to go after the place where they were driving the other operatives. That might be where they are too. That was further away from the city, deeper into the landfill. We can either go one way or another, I suppose. What? Go ahead, say something. I'm sorry, friend.
Can we make it there in time?
Make it to which place?
Where the trucks went.
Okay, let's go. So you all leave the city and you go back into the landfill, and you follow for a really long time, and you come into an area that's kind of like weirdly pretty, almost like a bubble, like a kind of a park, and it's a big dome around it, and you go in it, and it's kind of like a small city, maybe like, I don't know, like Milwaukee or La Crosse, Wisconsin or something, like small, but pretty, pretty in that way. Small buildings, big parks. They're driving the dump truck drives into a large facility that looks like some kind of hospital, and they're all walking out of it.
Away from the city, past the gunk, there's a dome.
Yes.
And it's nice inside.
Yes, it's like a little tiny town within the landfill. And that's where are you in it, or did you walk by it? You might be outside looking in too, if you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you look through the dome. It's like a clear dome, and you see that it looks like almost like a snow globe with a pretty scene inside it. It's pretty in there. It's like a lot of pretty buildings, pretty little houses, and and you see that the all the operatives are being marched into like a hospital or something, and then you disappear into the hospital. You don't see what happens to them.
And there's probably a lot more protection here.
It's pretty. It looks like it's some kind of like suburb almost. It's very nice. It's very antiseptic inside. Very manicured lawns and everything. Topiaries rather than trees, and you can't see a lot of people going around, but evidently there's some people who live there.
Hide our robots and sneak in.
Well, I don't think we're going to get our robots through those little doors. We could smash the glass and go in.
That would everyone would be after us if we did that.
That's true. We could burrow down in the ground and come up through the ground of it, maybe.
That sounds difficult. Can the robots do that?
I think we could probably do it if we had enough time. We could probably tunnel our way in there.
For what end, though? What would we be looking for?
That's the question. I mean, other than those operatives in that one hospital there, what are we doing there?
If we could sneak in, get some clothing and stuff, we could find out what we should be doing here.
That's an idea.
We don't know where if we dig a hole inside, we don't know where it's going to come up.
So what do you think we should do? Should we leave the robots parked outside and sneak in? Or should we burrow down with the robots? Or we should break the glass? I think those are the three I think of. Maybe there's other options you can say too.
I'm going to pick to hide the robots and sneak in.
Okay.
On foot.
Well, in that case, Gail, can we stop there? Because I actually, I was hoping you'd get here, but I didn't have much further than this place. I'm glad you went to this place. There's something interesting going on in this place. But I don't have a lot filled out and plot in my mind. Maybe we could get together tomorrow or the next day. Would you be around to do that?
Yeah, that was a fun little moment.
Well, cool. Thank you, friend.
That felt like a proper episode or something.
Yeah, I mean, you went from one place to another. Like, it's obvious that it's ended in that way, so that's good. Well, thank you. I actually have something very, very planned for what's in there, but I don't have enough. You know how you have like people you want to meet, and they're going to be there, but you don't know how to get there?
Yeah.
So maybe I wouldn't have been able to do that without having you decide to go this way. I wouldn't have known how you got in there. So now that you've done that, now I then can do some homework, and then tomorrow, the next day, we can get you in there, and then maybe I'll have something very plotted out there.
This was a pretty fast-paced one.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, I used most of the sound effects.
Though we normally pick up the pace, this was, we ran through it very episodically.
I loved it. Yeah, I think it was pretty direct. It's only 38 minutes, the whole episode, so that includes a couple of minutes we were talking in the beginning, too.
All right.
Well, yay, Gail. Thanks for talking to me. Thanks for playing. Do you have any thoughts or feelings or questions about what you'd like to go on? What would you like to? Do you have anything else you're thinking about or want to have questions about?
No, it's an exciting premise. It's fun. Happy it worked out and I didn't get injured.
Yeah, I think you did the right thing throwing beer barrels at them. That's very cool.
It was a funny scene in my head.
I like it too. Well, okay, brother. Well, that's good. I'll let you go for now.
And like if in my head it felt like a shootout in Star Wars, but with Duff beer bottles.
Duff beer bottles, yeah. Duff and fun are both there. That's very cool. I love that. Well, okay, brother. Well, I will. You want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, are you free Tuesday or Wednesday?
You know, I don't really have a lot going on next few days, actually.
Well, that's good. Maybe we'll double up and do a couple episodes. We'll do a couple.
Because one or two things got closed last week, and this week a bunch of stuff's like, no, they're not doing it this week because of the cold.
Sure. Yeah, it's been severe. Well, okay, brother. I'll let you go for now, and maybe I'll call you when we're off camera, and I'll talk to you in a little while.
All right, later.
Okay, brother.